Most of the time, when you're building images, you need to take care of cleaning up the artifacts after you have completed packaging them or finished working with them. This introduces a lot of gaps when you're creating images, and the image size can grow huge. Using multi-stage Docker builds, you can create different stages within a Docker file and control how you want to build the image using these stages. If you are a fan of documentation, do take a look at the documentation from the Docker website. This documentation covers how you can use multi-stage builds using Golang. However, I'm going to show you how you can leverage different features from multi-stage builds to create a Spring Boot application and build using Maven within a Docker file. Let's get started. As usual, I'm going to start off with start.spring.io. I'm going to create a Java 8 project, which is going to be a Spring Boot project. I'm going to use the Spring Boot version 2.2.6. I'll use the group ID com tech primers. I'll call this as multi-stage example. The dependencies which I would like to add are the web, the Spring Web. The other dependency which I would like to add is the actuator, so that I can see what are the different endpoints which are configured in the application. Let me generate this particular project and open it in IntelliJ. The project is open and the dependencies have been loaded. Now let me go to the resources. Since I need to enable the actuators, I need to add the configuration management dot endpoint dot info dot enabled as true. So this will enable the actuator endpoints in the Spring Boot application. That's what I'm doing here. In order to create a Docker image, we need the Docker file, and in the Docker file, we are going to add the multi-stage option. So let's build the Docker file from scratch. I'm going to use a base image. So I'm going to use the OpenJDK, and I want to use the 8 version. There is a 8 version which has a Alpine image, which is very lightweight image. So I'm going to use the Alpine image. Generally, when we want to build an image, we just mention that I want to copy the artifacts from my local. For example, I want to copy it from my target onto the current app directory or something. For example, this is what we generally do, right? And there should be an entry point, and we add some entry point to it, something like this. So we copy the jar from the local and then we run it. In addition to that, we also expose our port, which is the 8080. This is how we generally build a Docker file in order to create an image for this particular Spring Boot project. If you notice closely, line number 2 expects the jar files to be present before the Docker file has been run. So there is a 2-step process for this. You need to do the Maven clean install so that Maven can create a target folder and create the jars, and then Docker can just copy those jars and then build an image. This needs to be configured in your CI/CD pipeline, and there will be 2 build process. One is for Maven, one is for Docker, which creates a tedious process because your CI/CD will run in a different version of Linux and your runtime is a different version of Linux, which is OpenJDK 8 JDK Alpine. To solve this, we can leverage the concept of multi-stage Docker build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a duplicate, and I'm going to ignore the second stage for now. I'm going to call the first stage as a builder. So you can define any name you want. This is similar to tagging a particular block of statements. I'm calling these block of statements as builder. So these are called as stages. So if I have multiple from statements, I can identify that, okay, this build has a multi-stage build option. So this particular Docker file has a multi-stage build option. I don't need to copy my jar files. Instead, I'm going to copy everything onto source directory. Because I have the source code present locally, I'm going to create a folder called app/source. App/source is going to have all my source code which I have locally, which I'm going to copy into the Docker image. After I copy the source code, I'm going to run the Maven build. So in order to run the Maven build, generally what we do is we do /menw clean package. So we do a Maven clean package. This is not the current directory. So in order to change this to a current directory, I'm going to use the working directory option. So I'll just say work directory and I'll change this to app/source. So I'm going to create a folder called app/source and copying all the source code into that particular directory. And finally, we are running the Maven build. So this particular stage is nothing but a build stage where we are running the Maven package command to create a jar out of it. Now the jar gets generated under a folder called target under the source folder. So we want to use this particular jar which got generated from this particular stage. So I can directly mention something called from and I can provide the stage name here. So I can say copy only the target jar. So it will be in app source and then target and then there will be a jar file. I'm going to copy that particular jar file which is going to be generated as a part of this particular build and I'm going to name it as app.jar. And finally, I'm exporting a port and I'm running it as a Java jar option. So these two stages constitute the multi-stage Docker build and we can define whatever name we want for both these. For example, this I can name it as runtime. I can have multiple stages. Now, in order to build our Docker image, we generally use the Docker CLI. So I'm going to use the same option. I'm going to use the Docker CLI to build our image. Right now, I don't have any image present inside my Docker cache. You can see that here. In order to build our Docker image, I'm going to use the command docker build. I'll say that take the Docker file from the current directory and tag it as multi-stage example :v1. So v1 signifies the tag here. So I'm just saying build this particular Docker file with the name multi-stage example with the version 1 tag. So this is pulling all my base image, which is the OpenJDK 8 JDK Alpine. The first step is successful, second step is also successful, third is successful, and it has reached the fifth step where we are doing the Maven clean package. And if you notice here, it's already downloading all the artifacts from Maven repository and the build has kickstarted. Like I mentioned earlier, generally we build our project using Maven clean package or Maven clean deploy, whatever command you use. And then we separately do the Docker build. But now using the multi-stage Docker builds, you can leverage the concept of a single Docker build, which can take care of running the Maven clean package as a part of the first stage. And then as a part of the second stage, it can just copy only the jar file which got generated out of this particular stage and then leverage it for building final Docker image. The build is successful, and if you notice that it has completed the rest of the steps as well. Since we did not define any particular stage to be built, Docker has built both the stages for us. If you want to define or if you want to build a specific stage to be built, you can just pass -- target with the stage name. For example, if I want to do only the builder stage to be built, then I can just say target builder. This can be used as a concept of profiles, which you have used with Maven. You can use the same for Docker as well. For now, we are going to skip that. We don't need it. Now we can go to the Docker images section and then we can see the different Docker images which were downloaded. So if you notice, there is an image for OpenJDK which we had, and then there is the image for the multi-stage example. So this final multi-stage example is nothing but this particular Docker file. And there is an intermediary one which is just showing up as none. This is nothing but the image which was used for building our project. And if you notice, the size of that particular image was 198 MB and final image which we created is 124 MB. So it has saved almost 60 to 70 MB in space because a lot of artifacts were present here and we have skipped that as a part of our final image. So multi-stage Docker builds can be leveraged for reducing the size of the image as well. Now let me run this particular image. I can just do docker run multi-stage v1 and I can just say 8080 port, expose the port 8080. So this is just running our Spring Boot application and it is exposing our application in 8080 port. We also enable the Spring Boot actuator, so we can see that there are 2 actuator endpoints which are running. There is one more option which is available. Instead of using a separate base image, I can directly use Builder as my base image as well. So what happens here is when this particular image gets built, I can use this particular stage as an image which is the base for this particular stage. This will be helpful when you're having multiple stages inside your Docker build and you want to use one particular base for different destination images. So you can achieve that by providing the name of the stage in the from section so that Docker can convert this whole stage into a base image and then use it inside your final stage. As always, this particular code is available in GitHub for you to take a look. Do check it out and then let me know how it goes. And if you have any specific questions or best practices around how you can manage your Docker file, do let me know about that in the comment section below. As always, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. Meet you again in the next video. Thank you very much.